So this article is called The Night V Asked Me for January 16, 2016. Mummy, need. V looked at me impatiently. Whatever I had in my mouth spits out. I respond, "What do you want, V?" He says emphatically. I'm still very confused at this point, but I can't help but giggle now. This child really wants. Though I'm not totally sure what would be. Honey, what do you want? Hoping this will encourage him to try to use the skills he has learned in speech therapy to find the right letters to say. Obviously, he's saying drink. You have an obsession with CSA. He looks a bit mad now and frustrated. He takes his finger and he points to something over on his nightstand. Now he raises his voice and he says, I follow his finger to the bottle and I see that he wants his water. Slowly, I turn back to him and I say, do you want a drink, V? At this point, the communication breakdown has gotten to V. He's annoyed with me for not understanding earlier. He says, please. I walk to his dresser and I grab his water bottle. I hand it to him and he takes the bottle with great authority. He puts his lips on the straw and gets that desired drink. After a long sip, he gives the bottle back to me. He looks at me and he says, Riri, mummy, lee off. I say, night, V. I remind him we need to go through the ritual of saying goodnight to various people in our lives. We make our list as we start saying all the people we love. He proclaims his love for mummy, daddy, grandma, and papa. When we are through, I say, you forgot one person. He looks at me with a smile and he says, I art GC. I remind him how to pronounce the name. Gently, I touch his hair and I say, yes, you love Jesus. I prop myself off the bed and I give him one last kiss and touch his hair one last time before I walk away. As I walk to the door, I look back to him and I say, sleep tight. He lifts his head up to me and he screams, see to. I closed the door and I ran to Todd. I told him about the whole exchange. While for many parents, this may be a really funny exchange and typical miscommunication, this is the kind of experience I have been dying to have as a mum. V was non-verbal until September of this year. This was due to Katie, in my opinion, from my point of view. Katie Joy's son had undiagnosed hydrocephalus for 3 years. As soon as he got the shunt to relieve the pressure, that's when he was able to start to talk because the pressure was taken off that part of the brain. I have a whole playlist below. I'll link it in the description box. V was nonverbal until about September of this year. He had a few words, but he couldn't express himself clearly due to severe apraxia of speech. We started therapy last spring. At the time, his speech pathologist estimated his expressive speech to be less than 1% of children his age.